Hi friends, now let us take up the fourth concept, understanding object-oriented programming paradigm. Simply, it is called as OOP paradigm. Java is a true object-oriented programming language, simply OOP language. That's why you must have perfect command over OOP paradigm. Many students, according to my knowledge, without having proper command over OOP, without having knowledge of OOP, they start writing Java programs. In such case, they never expect a command or mastery over uh, Java. That's why first I am explaining OOP paradigm in simple words from real life. Then you can easily understand. If you want to learn in depth and all that, in description I provide you corresponding videos. Then you can watch. I never force you to go depth and all that. That is your will and wish. And one more point you must understand for your information. Google gave me first rank for my OOP lectures. I stood in the first position for 3 years continuously. That point you have to understand. So in that manner, I got perfect command over OOP paradigm. That's why from a real life angle, I explain everything in simple words and you can very easily understand. Thereafter, immediately after that, we start writing our Java object-oriented programs. In Java, there is no compromise. Every program should be a OOP program. So, without understanding OOP model, you cannot write true object-oriented program. Even though if you write, you cannot understand the behind the scene what happens. Okay. Now, in view of OOP, everything in the world is an object. A person is an object, a car is an object, a tree is an object, a bird is an object, a book is an object, water is an object, a bank account is an object, even an error, programming error is also an object. That means in view of OOP paradigm, the entire world is collection of objects. Objects. Even a marks report is an object, a price list is an object. So everything, whatever noun is there, whatever noun used, that is the right candidate for object. That point you have to understand. Okay. Now, in this paradigm, how results are achieved? That point also you have to understand. In the example, what I told you, car is an object and a driver is an object. There are two objects. Driver object interacts with the car and gets result. You know that. Driver drives the car and gets the result. A teacher is an object, a student is another object. Student object interacts with the teacher or teacher interacts with the student and they generate a result. And a customer is an object. A bank customer is an object and a bank account is another object. Bank customer interacts or deals with the bank account and generate results. This is the model. Simply you can understand. One object interact with one or more objects and generate results. That point you have to understand. And one more time I am telling you, Java is a true object-oriented programming language. Why I am calling it a true object-oriented programming language means other languages are there like C++. C++ is a hybrid language, whereas C is a true function-oriented programming language, whereas C++ is a hybrid language. That means it supports both function orientation and object orientation. Python is also a hybrid language. It supports both function orientation as well as object orientation. That's why I am stressing on the word true. Java is a true object oriented programming language until unless you get command over object orientation, you cannot achieve mastery over Java. That much I can tell you. Now, let us understand the technical things. Actually, for every Java program, object is the building block. object is the building block. Suppose this is a building. This building, what is the building block? A brick is the building block. By composition of bricks only, this building is constructed. In the same way, if you have to build a Java program by creating objects only, you can develop it. As I told you already, one object interacts with one or more objects to generate results. In the same manner, Java uses objects as building blocks and generate results. Okay, object is a real thing. Already I told you, a car is an object, a person is an object, mark report is an object, an error is an object. Every noun is the right candidate for an object. So it is a real thing. So whenever you want a real thing, what is the essential prerequisite? The blueprint is a prerequisite. For example, you want to construct a building. What is the essential prerequisite? Before constructing building, you approach an architect. What for? For getting your blueprint ready. Blueprint means your idea. What is the structure of the building, how many rooms, etc., and layout, everything put on the paper, technically in all aspects. That is the job of architect. So, architect develop a blueprint. Out of the blueprint, what we develop? A real thing we develop. That means blueprint, a building we develop. And for everything also, blueprint means you need not think technically. A basic concept is a blueprint. So, blueprint and real thing. Now, we are talking about objects. Objects means person, car, mark report, bird, tree, etc. and all that. These are objects. These are real things. So, in order to create a real thing, what is the essential prerequisite? Blueprint is a prerequisite. So, what is the blueprint? The corresponding blueprint in Java is a class, and this is the corresponding object. So, first, in order to develop a Java program, you first think of which objects are required to get the predefined task, to get predefined result. Then you think which objects you require. Thereafter, in implementation, what to do? The corresponding classes should be defined. So, in thinking, in appraising requirements, which objects we require to get the result, that is the thinking process. But in implementation, what is required? Class is required. In other words, I tell you, you want to construct a house for you. In that, you are expecting 6 rooms. 6 rooms, drawing room, 2 bedrooms, kitchen room, study room, etc., and all that. So, thereafter deciding how many rooms are required, all that you confirm, you crystallize, you confirm your idea. Thereafter, you develop the blueprint. Understand? So, first class you have to develop. Thereafter, corresponding objects out of that we have to derive. That point you have to understand. So, Java provides a keyword, a class. Using class, we develop whatever objects we require. Now we see, in order to have better understanding. Now, room is a class. Room is a class name. From room, how many objects can be created? A living room, study room, bedroom, kitchen room, bathroom, etc. and all that. Now understand, room is abstract. Room means simply you know that it is having a length, it is having a breadth, it is having a height. But when you come to living room, it is a real thing. Your living room is drawing room, 20 into 15 into 10. Like that, you can attribute values to them. That's why it is a real thing. You come to your study room, 10 into 10 into 10. That is your study room. You come to bedroom, 12 into 10 into 10. That is your bedroom. Your kitchen room, 8 into 6 into 10. Like that, room is the type, is the blueprint. It is having length, breadth and height. As far as living room, study room, bedroom, kitchen room are concerned, those are real things. That's why they have clear values. Length is this much, breadth is this much, height is this much. In order to enable to have a better knowledge, I give you one more example. One more example, that is bank account. Bank account. Bank account means it is general. It is a class. What properties are there? If you take a bank account, which properties are there? Name of the customer, type of the account, account number, the account type, account number, and opening balance. Opening balance, these are the properties of a bank account. Now, this is general, abstract data type. From that, we can create objects. Which objects? CD account means current deposit account, SB account, RD account, OD account, etc. Now here current deposit account is having a specific features. As far as SB account is concerned, different features are there, different rates of interest is there. RD account, recurring deposit, different features are there, different properties are there. OD account, it is having different properties and different features. So from bank account class, number of account, real things you can create in the name of CD account, SB account, RD account, OD account, etc. and all that. In this manner, what is the many people, many students who are writing the Java program, what is the real class, what is the purpose of class, what is the object, they do not know. It's a simple thing, with a matter of 15 minutes you can understand. Okay, so first you should have an understanding about class and objects. Once we start writing programs and all that, you can easily understand everything. Thereafter, now you see that from room class, we are creating different rooms like a drawing room, bedroom, study room, kitchen room, bathroom, etc. and all that. We are creating, that process is called instantiation. Instantiation means deriving objects from class blueprint, that is instantiation. In the same manner, from bank account, CD account, SP account, RD account, OD account and all that, we derived. So, three terms, class, object and instantiation. Okay, in order to enable to have 100% clear understanding, one more example I show you. With that, you can have better, you should definitely, you can get a command over these concepts. Now, you see that here one check leaf is there. One check leaf is there. The check leaf is having certain properties. What are the properties? One is date, second one is name, third one is amount, amount in words, amount in numbers, account number and signature. Totally how many properties are there? 6 properties are there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, signature. 6 properties are there. This is, you treat the check leaf as a class. Now, that's on the check leaf, all the 6 details I filled, like 22, 7, 21, Mr. Ramu, and 10, thousands, 10,000s, and here some number is there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here signature is there. Now we see what is the difference. This is the blueprint. This is the blueprint. And this is the object. Suppose if I give this thing to somebody without filling anything, is there any use? Just it is a blueprint. It gives an idea. Whenever the 6 data items are filled, it gets a value. It is like currency. Then I filled. This is the object. This is concept. This is the blueprint. This is the object. In this manner, you understand. This is a basic understand. Actually, without having proper understanding over class and object, don't start writing Java programs. That is really a foolish approach. Okay. With this understanding, you can proceed.